Hello everybody, my name is Wayne, also known as the Cool Wall, and welcome back to my channel. It's been 2 years and finally I've gotten the time to actually come back and do something else. So one of the things that I need to know in comments if the audio is fine. I think it's fine. I've checked it quite a lot. I've been taking a lot of time trying to check it. So it should be fine. So let's play something interesting, perhaps. You know, Discovery is something I actually haven't played in 2 years. I stopped playing it after after I did the videos. Mainly because I ran it. Didn't have time. You know, I wasn't that into it enough to like continue playing it as much. I kind of fell off freelancer stuff. So yeah, Stellaris is a little more recent. It came out earlier this year, and I've played a lot of it. So it's, you know, it's a game that's like, it's got issues, and I think it has a lot of issues, but, you know, I think its biggest strength is that it's the first Paradox game I've gotten into that I can actually play. I tried to play the demo of EU4, and that turned out well, as it turned out really poorly. So we're going to play, today's the 4th, and in true American fashion, I'm going to be playing possibly the most anti-American faction you can think of, perhaps. I'm going to be playing the Ix'idar Collective. Just because I can, you know, maybe I'll do another campaign where I do a custom race, but for now I just wanted to pick one of these out there, and I kind of wanted to try these guys. So the Ix'idar Collective, they start on Ix'idar. It's an air world. They're despotic hegemony, which means they get faster research speed and research station bulk cost. Materialists get better research. Those are the research types they get. There are 3 types: physics, society, engineering. Fanatic collectivist means, basically fanatic means that they strongly believe in this as like an idea. So we get very high slavery tolerance. Like, we basically can tolerate slavery to the max, and 100% slavery tolerance. And we have 50% food consumption reduced because, you know, we're sacrificing for the state. We grow really fast. We are communal, which means we have lots of happiness. We're repugnant, which means a lot of other species aren't going to like us. And we're strong, which means we get stronger armies and we get more materials. We are going to be using mass travels as our starting weapons. We're going to be using hyperspace or node-based travel as our form of FTL, which means we're going to kind of play like endless space. We're going to be on lanes. We can't leave the lanes. Endless space, worth stars, stuff like that. That's our ship design. And we're going to play these guys kind of as a bad guy race, in essence. We're going to play them as a, I don't know, something like, you know, like the bugs. Like, we're a hive mind that's going to go around and generally be that race that, you know, you get in Starship Troopers or something where people are banding together to fight us. That's kind of our goal. We're going to try to win, so I'm going to try to get one of the victory conditions, which I'll show those when we get in. We're going to be playing small, spiral 2 arms, maxed out empires, maxed out, just standard AI starts for the small size. High AI aggressiveness, difficulty will be normal. We'll allow any FTL method, and we're not going to play an Iron Man, because I have mods. Mainly it's a lot of different flag mods, but I also have Chrysalis, more events, Vanilla Plus, I think, Vanilla Plus events, an AI rebalance mod, and there's a lot of mods I've installed. Like, most of them are flag mods, so I'm kind of I can't name them all off, but there's a lot. I have a lot of mods installed for flags, because I like having different variety with the flag look. I think that's what the cooler thing. It makes the game more interesting. So yeah, so we start off with our stuff, and then we get basically a text. We get a little text to introduce us, so I'm going to read it for you. In the eons, since the first primitive Ix'idar communities took shape in the dry canyons and mesas of Ix'idar, our civilization has spread and prospered. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Frankly, it's my race. I don't care. Despite our rapid progression through the technological ages, as a species, we were fragmented and inefficient. A new system emerged during these challenging times, delivered us from the superstitious beliefs and brought order to our society. Some resisted this change of irrational fear, but after several pacification wars, and I question whether they were pacification wars, they too became productive comments of a greater whole. Yeah, I doubt that. Now, after discovering the Hyperplane Network, the finest minds of the Ix'idar Collective have finished development of the first hyperdrives. The stars themselves are finally within our grasp. Let us begin. The music in this game is really good, but it's also really loud. So, that kind of brings a weird kind of mix to it. So we're gonna start here. This is our map. This is what the galaxy looks like. These are the nebulas we have. They give 30% travel speed penalty. Other than that, they don't do much else, which is unfortunate. They're also the same color, which is kind of annoying as well. Nothing in the center, because, you know, it's galaxy center. Yeah, this is a lot smaller than I play on. Normally I play on a 1,000-star map, but I kind of want to finish this game. So down here we've got map modes. These aren't going to be important until we start meeting empires, but Asimov added map modes, and I've added a mod that adds a bunch more of them. Because, you know, why not? So let's take a look at what we've got. So another new thing is that the color of the star affects the background, and also your location in the galaxy will affect it as well. So because we're kind of in the outer rim, we're going to kind of have a lot less stars than, should we say, if we're near the core. So yeah, I think we got a good star. I like the fact we went red, which I think is kind of cool. Fits the kind of, you know, sinister tone we have. So let's take a look. That's our capital. You can see it's got a nice background. Like a terrible map. Let's see what our character is. So we are a monarchy. So we're going to have an heir eventually. We can change our government. We can only go despotic empire, but eventually we'll get an advanced form, which we'll probably switch to. Our traits are we're agricultural, so we get less buildings. Buildings are cheaper. Scientists are faster and all my research. That's good. Warlike, that's actually really good. Ships and army cost less. And also reduces seed planet. Good. And nail capacity is 12. That's our budget. Not gonna look at that all that much. Policies. We're going to change these. So we're gonna start with unrestricted wars. This is basically, can we do wars of aggression? And we can. You know, it's like we can only it's like we can aggressively do wars, and we can do them against anybody, and we don't have any restrictions. We're going to allow full slavery. We're not going to regulate. We might regulate eventually, but for now I don't think we need to. Purging force is going to be allowed. Global environment. Can't do full because we're not militant, but we'll do what we can. We're not going to be able to move around because, of course, you know, it's like we're going to decide where they want to be. Resettlement, we're going to allow that because we're going to move them. Voting rights, of course not. We're a monarchy. Leadership, primary speech only. We might keep that. I would like to just keep that and just be, you know, no other species are going to become our leaders. Our feasible combat is going to be aggressive because, of course, it's like we must fear the enemies. We are a hive. And our civilian trade. This is another mod I've got. Yep, which is civilian trade mod. It's kind of cool. We're going to leave it unrestricted because why not? You know, it's. I don't get why we're a hive. Do we want to do that? If we wanted to do restricted, I mean. The thing about this is, like, doing restricted, it's like, I wish there was, like, a middle way where it's, like, you controlled how many ships would respond and such, but for now we'll just leave it unrestricted. We're going to turn this on. I don't know what this does, but I just turn it on anyway because it's nothing. Those are demographics and everything. We can create vassal. So, let's see. So if we look at our planet, we'll go to our surface. I'm not going to play this. I wouldn't say I have about 60 hours in this, so I'm not new to it, but I wouldn't say I'm like you're not going to watch like a master do this. You know, you're going to watch somebody who probably is going to make quite a lot of mistakes and probably going to do stuff that's probably going to end up badly for him. So, let's get our food. I think it's solid enough. We don't need to worry. So, we're going to build a mine network. And now we need to do something else. So, we're going to click the, do we want to get a food thing here? Well, why not? Well, let's do. I mean, yeah, it drops us below 100, but for minerals, basically, money, what we need to build stuff, and then influence is just, like, stuff you use for buffs and alliances and all that stuff. And then our science capabilities. How many systems we can directly control before we get to sectors, but that'll be a little ways off. This originally was planets, it's now systems because, well, because it is now. Which means that systems with multiple planets are actually really good. And then that's our naval capacity. So, what we need to do first, we need to click the enslave button. And we need to enslave these guys. So, enslaving them gives them, most importantly, it cuts their ethics divergence because they're not happy. And it gives us electric. It also creates a faction, which we'll take a look at in a minute. So, we need to do enslavement to all of the food and mining, because if we do it with power, it actually reduces it. And science, they're not good at science, they're not good at anything else. So we go here, get more of that, and we're going to do that, we're going to do that, and we're going to do that. So basically we want, so the thing is, because we're 100% slavery tolerant, these people won't care. Like, or if we actually enslave people without this, people would actually get angry and annoyed that we are doing it on their planet. But because we are 100% tolerant, we don't care. You know, and this is also with the standard collectivist is also 100% tolerant. This is kind of, I like that because it means that collectivists are generally not going to care. So generally we're probably going to absorb collectivists into our society, but probably purge individualists. Which by purge I mean we're going to basically obliterate them into a lot of tiny pieces. Not going to bother with anything. This is what the elite guard army is. It gives us, we can produce one personal guard force that's pretty strong actually. 5.51 to 11 is pretty good. And it's also a lot stronger, but we're not going to do that yet. Then we have our spaceport where we'll build our stuff. Right now we don't need to worry about that. So that's our constructor, don't need to bother with that. Alright, so our science ship we have anomaly, fail, risk. That's pretty good. I think that works. So the Raj will. Because here in Kansas, I kind of know that, you know, Will Rogers from Oklahoma and such, but yeah, that's what you can expect here. So he's going to go survey the system. So we have a new faction, and this is new. That's in Asimov. Is that you now actually have like slave factions that can actually revolt. These guys push for regulated slavery. Right now, I'm not going to bother and care about them, but I'm going to kind of have to manage them and be careful, because if they get too powerful, they could join like a dangerous malcontent, which could mean mass slave revolts, and I don't want that. I don't know how that works, so I don't know, because I've never had it, so I don't know. So let's get to our research. So research is done by a kind of like a card deck. So you basically draw 3 cards and you get these researches, then the other cards are put back in, you get new cards. So it's kind of a big long tech tree that kind of varies and such. I like it. I really like it. It's kind of cool for our system. So we're gonna go, interesting, I don't know. We're definitely gonna go colony ship first, and we're gonna go geothermal fracking definitely. And oh no, let's go with the power hub. Let's go with that. So I'm gonna play on speed, I believe 3. The fastest speed we can. Okay, so this is something else I've installed, which is, right now at least in the vanilla game, wormhole stations are destroyed. So I'm gonna basically do this, which is what I do, which is that any neutral stations will be destroyed, wormhole militaries will be destroyed, but anybody that's under allies and subjects can keep theirs. So I've set it on max speed mainly because, oh wow, we already got minerals. Okay, that's actually really good. Get to work.
Anomaly found.
Ooh, hang on a second. We got some stuff coming up. So our new heir has popped up. Let's see who he is. He is Corvette focus. That's actually not bad. He'll be good. So when a guy dies, he'll be replaced by this guy. That's how it works. Pretty much. If you don't know how monarchy works. Go under a rock or something. Let's not do that. That's too high. I just wait till they're like 7%. Because if you die anyway, you might as well die with like the odds that are not at least majority in your favor. So the only part of the game really is going to be just this, like just me kind of just on max speed, watching, you know, numbers go up and trying to look at stuff and see. So what's the thing? 7.5% a month. That's that's fine. Like I don't think it's going to be too difficult. Looks like we got constructor ship finished, so I'm not seeing anything so far. Okay, hang on. Let's see. Alright, so for millennia we have looked upon the stars, trying to understand them, but we are always beyond our reach. Now we finally have the technology to do so. Some of our best scientists are eager to go on expedition to examine the star bodies up close. They have already prepared a list of nearby stars of different types would be the best targets to study. This is, I believe, a more events event, and we're gonna do this because it gives us a gives us some stuff we can mess around with.
Situation
So
log updated.
this is our situation log. This is where we can do our quests and our missions. We're going to be going for either of these. We're probably going to go for domination, although we might get conquest. I mean, there's 16 independent empires, so we might be able to do it, but we're probably going to do conquest. And we're going to track these on the map so we can find them. As it looks like we have one here. We've got our M-class star here. If we look out here, there it is. Okay, so we got one here in Gorthar, Stellaris, and then it's unknown 143. Okay. So constructor ship. I'm just gonna tell you to go back. I'm still learning where the keys are for that stuff, for the keyboards, for the shortcuts, the hotkeys in the game. Yep, that's fine. So I'm also running another mod, which is Fox mod, which gives them like 10 ranks instead of 5. So that means we can pick our guys. Our guys can get more leveling over the course of time. And I didn't check what these guys have. Yeah, all those seem pretty good. Military 3 is going to be good because that gives us more stuff. Okay, our guy's doing surveying. He should be finished pretty soon. And we'll tell him to go scan this. And where's he going now? You can click the spending and follow them. And they finished the service queue, so we're going to go here and look. Also, what is our governor? Let's see what our governor is. One of the things I don't like is that this is contacts. It looks like leaders, and I keep saying this because I want this to be contacts. I want this to be leaders. Like I don't like this to be empire. And I think they're switched. Okay, so you are okay. You're not particularly strong, but you're not bad. That's solid. Because one of the new things in the more traits mod, which is one of the ones I've installed, is that there are some bad ones. There's some nasty ones in there that you kind of want to get rid of as quickly as possible. Progressive is one of them. Thankfully, none of our guys has anything bad, which is good. But yeah, I forgot to check surface. Okay, minerals fine. What are we looking at? Okay, we're gonna need power. That seems pretty obvious. So get a power plant set up. Do you have any power in this system? Okay, so much for a good start. Looks like.
System survey complete.
Well, we got some power. I mean, this really is. Okay, I was thinking, oh, this is a good start, and then I found nothing. Yeah, I'm losing money. You know. Okay, so this guy's done. So now what we're gonna do is we are going to take him there. He's gonna go research that. So let's see what we got nearby. So we got that. Ooh, we got a planet. 22, not bad. What else do we have? We've got a 16, 20. There's some good planet types. We'll get the power, then we won't have the energy to worry about. You generally want to go minerals first, because otherwise you're not going to have anything to build with. So that's done. So back here. Ix'idar is done. Yeah, like we grow really quickly because of it. Like we get 1.7 a month. Like we're gonna be growing crazy.
Special project complete.
So an M-class star was stayed, and we get 50% progress towards fusion power. I believe those don't change, and I believe that.
Situation log updated.
Okay, so we have. Looks like we have found somebody. Somebody's. Yep. This is, I believe, one of the non-imperial like factions. These are just like life in space kind of thing. So yeah, it did not take long for the Ix'idar Club to come us intelligent alien life. The fleet's report of the capital somewhat understates just how alien these forces appear, and only passionately mentions the failure to open comms. So they get marked as with a rank. In this case, they get marked as beta aliens. If we go here, we can research them, and we're gonna do that. You know, some people said, you know, you're better off not doing it. I don't care. It's like I never, you know, it's been like, you know, it's like, fine, I'm going to research them as fast as possible. It's like, yeah, I know it cuts down on that, but who cares? So we got this here. So this is a vanilla event. Basically, they're like, hey, we want to have you, we want to look at some more stuff. And it's like, I mean, oh, we actually get influence for doing this. Okay, that was not in the game when I last checked. Whatever. We'll do that anyway. Like that's a much better. It's like survey 8 worlds. Get like 300 research for it and 300 energy. It's a good boost. Let's look. We should be getting a new guy. Yep, already getting a new guy. So we're gonna need to clear these industrial wastelands, which we can't afford to do just yet because I need more energy.
Special project complete.
Okay, hang on. So let me check and make sure I'm doing this right. Yep. 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 You can see the bonuses are pretty strong. What's the rank we're going at? They are at 4. Yeah, like I said, they eventually drop to the point where they become pretty irrelevant. So, how's our food doing? Our food's doing fine. So we discovered what I call the Tanaki. The Tanaki are space cows, kind of. Hunting them would be a net loss. This is a option we get because we are materialist. And hunting them would be a net loss anyway. So we get frequency tuning, and we get tech progress towards it. It's the weapon that these guys use. So what these space cows do, they basically just they go to gas giants, they eat on the gas giant, and then they leave. They're pretty harmless. You don't need to worry about them.
Construction complete.
Unless you're a hive who wants to destroy everything, which we may eventually destroy them, but for now we're not going to bother with them. So, what are we looking at? Oh yeah, we finished that, so we can move you here and get you to work on the science lab. So, do we want to get a... I don't know, do we want to get a... I really like the designs of the ships and the stations, are really cool. Why not? Let's get a couple. I'm going to be using the auto best function mainly because... You know, because I don't like designing my own ships. I'm not a fan of that. I've never been a fan of it. So I'm glad to see this game's like, hey, yeah, if you don't want to do it, design your own ship, you don't have to. Which is nice. Because, you know, if some people want to, I don't. Okay, we are at 10%. Let's see what we need to do. Yeah, we're probably going to eventually get high enough to where it's going to become a problem. We're eventually going to get... The problem is that this reduces productivity. They abandon, and then they radicalize, which is annoying. It gets pretty annoying pretty quickly, so we may have to go to regulated just to get them quiet. Do we do that now? Do I go regulated now? There is a, I believe, an exploit that I don't think it's been fixed yet. It might have been fixed, but, you can basically unslave everyone and then reslave everyone, and it removes the docile slaves. I'm not going to do it, because, hey, let's have them revolt if they need to. We might go for it. I mean, it's only 10% less, and we're eventually probably going to get stuff that helps improve that. So let's do that. Let's regulate it. Yeah, so fine. Like, slavery is regulated. You are not going to be getting that much more, but we're only going to be getting, 10%, but at least, yeah, they have no current demands. Like, yeah, so that's all they ask for, and it's fine. Oh, blast! I've been waiting. The science ship has basically been sitting there all this time, hasn't it? That's bad. Okay, let's go there. Go there.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Hang on. Yeah, I have my phone here, and I'm checking time to make sure I don't go over. I'm going to try to do these about 30 minutes. Peace. So, they finished Q, okay, and Ithrak is done. That's Q, okay. Yeah, so I get to work on clearing some more of these, I think. That should be fun. And let's see what our guy's gonna find. So let's see.
Research complete.
Research is done. Mining so we get the mineral source capacity. We also get the upgraded mining network, which allows us to find more stuff. Let's do that. Let's get armor. Okay, so let's see what we get. Stark was pretty poor, actually. Yeah, I thought it would be better. I think it's poor, at least. I don't know. It's funny, it's like I played approximately 60 hours, I still don't know half what I'm doing. Alright, let's see what you got. Hold up. That's pretty good. What do we have here? It's not a bad system. This looks pretty solid, actually. This is a good tile. We'll probably do that. Gormar 3 is gonna look like our next
System
target.
survey complete.
This is a pretty small system, though, so let's go there. So you'll see we use lanes, so you've got the lanes marked out. I'm using another mod that hides the lanes until you find them, which is kind of cool.
Research complete.
And we've got Power Hub. Yeah, this is a Chrysalis mod, which gives you... This is pretty strong, actually. We could do gravimetric sensors. Let's do the deep space science lab first. So, what are we going to do?
Anomaly found.
Bother. Let's see what rank we are. Man, they're still pretty similar. Ooh, there we go. You're still activated. Go there. And if we look here, yeah, we'll see what this one's like. So yeah, the only game for this game is very, I would say it's slow, but you know, it's more very interesting. The mid games where it can kind of falters because there's not a lot to do internally with your empire. So you know, the end game, of course, is where the crises are, and that's something I've actually never experienced at all. So I don't know. I've also got this thing that deshades the factions to make it kind of a little easier to see the borders, which is pretty good. I'm also running like a coloring mod that, there we go, we'll do that. That's a precursor activities, a coloring mod that gives you more colors. And there's more minerals to be found. That's actually a, these are both good systems, actually. Yeah, these are both actually really good systems. So let's send you back. And actually, okay. So the Vulcan Star Assembly. We have recovered artifacts from an ancient alien civilization on Ariel 5. They must have been active in this region approximately 12 million years ago, judging by the age of the artifacts. From what they have been able to piece together, our scientists theorize these aliens, called themselves the Voltan Star Assembly, were like annelids, measured roughly 3 to 4 meters in length, that communicate along each other primarily through vibrations carried along their segmented bodies. I don't know. Anyway, this begins the precursor's event chain. So basically, each game has a chance, I'm assuming, of spawning a different type of precursor. These are guys that are before you. In this case, the Voltam are the ones we're going to get. So we need to find their artifacts, and maybe we can find their home system as a result. Or unlikely, we're probably not. Also, I forgot to tell you, I'm going to have you, after you finish your science, research that star. So let's see, do we want to increase military size? Or we got enough for a colony ship, almost, and I kind of want to wait till we get colony ships 4 months out. We'll wait. Arl's survey completely. That's not a bad system. We got some energy coming in. I'm gonna tell you to do this. Let's get this one there. Let's get that research station. Like research station, because we got the constructor reduction, they're gonna be really cheap. So how are we doing percentage-wise? Yeah, they're yeah, they're scientists leveled up. Good.
Research complete.
Excellent. Colony ship is done. So Frontier Clinic's a good thing to go for. Don't get that often, and that's a pretty early grab. Let's not grab that, never mind. Anyway, if you see this, this means it will be a valid option until it's researched. So you'll never lose this. This is the Naki weapon, the energy siphon. Which, basically, I believe it drains energy from ships. I don't know how it works, but, yeah, let's do this. Let's do the Frontier Clinic, because this gives us better habitability and gives us 2 additional food. So it's a good starting one for, government. So yeah, I'm actually going to, we're on our way till our colony ship is finished, and then we will, stop for this video. Because I think it's a good starting point now that we have our first colony ship coming off the radar.
Special project complete.
Okay, so A-class star studied. Lots of information, and he's like, okay, we have a choice. Do we go for the energy, or do we go for the physics? Let's see if this thing has anything on it, because if it has anything on it, I might just go with whatever. No, it doesn't, so we have a choice. I mean, we can get more energy anywhere. Physics wouldn't be a bad idea. Alright, well, we'll do that. Like, our energy levels are running low, but we'll eventually we're gonna get in our colony soon, so we're gonna get more energy. Also, you're finished, so I'm gonna have you go to this one here. Go there. Okay, so I think after our colony ship's constructed, I will call it for this video. The H&G system. That is something actually worth picking up. So, our scientist is now level 3, which means he should be able to do some of these anomalies. He's able to do that one, that's good. He can do asteroid waves. And was there another anomaly in here? Yes. He'll be able to do something that smells. Good. He's doing a good job. Who are you?
Construction
Maybe
complete.
not. He's doing a good job. Also, you can see by the negative balance, we have successfully finished our colony ship. So yeah, I think that'll do it for this episode. Yep, the colony ships look really nice in this. So next time we're going to take the Oath for Das, and we're going to take it to. I think we're going to take it here, and we're going to colonize it. So yeah, I've been TCW, and I would like to thank you for watching. If you want to like or comment, that's fine with me. Let me know if anything is off, if anything fixed, let me know. Meantime, I've been TCW, and I will see you next time.